How's it going, guys? It's been a minute. How are you guys all doing? Um, if you're hearing a ping, that is people playing baseball. They just came now, but it's cool. The last couple of weeks have been very dynamic. I had some client work that kind of hunkered me down for a while. I had to do deliveries, get some back and forths, but I finally delivered that, and hopefully that is done. Also, I literally went to Calgary, came back just a couple of days back. And while I was there, it was really a really good time to decompress, One of the highlights was I got to see my family train. One of the highlights was I got to see my family, i.e. my sisters. It's interesting because this is the first time we are all being in one place in almost 10 years. So that was amazing. About 10 years, actually. My sister from Minneapolis was there with her husband and our youngest son, Henry, who I got to also meet for the first time. It was really amazing. Also, my other sister, who I had seen before now, but, again, not together as everybody, who's my nephew's mom in Chica. But all in all, it was really good. I had some of the best sleep I've ever had, and sometimes it's just that when you're always working, you're stressed and kind of living alone, I think you generate some form of extra innateness where you're hearing everything. And while you eventually sleep, I think it takes longer for me to sleep. But I think because people were in the house, I found that it was easier for me to sleep because I just felt maybe safer. It's just a psychological thing anyway. Also in Calgary, I got to sit down and have my own moments to just reflect. Where my nephew lives around Northwest was really cool. They had a really nice kind of trail. It was really nice. I actually enjoyed that part of it, and I look forward to going back to that area and just have some fun there. As usual, work always tends to follow me where I go, so I kind of had a little project to follow up on in Calgary there. It didn't go as planned, but that's a story for another day. But the most important thing is I showed up and I gave my best, but we had to leave it halfway. Long story. But of course, the main reason for going to Calgary was to actually support my nephew. He graduated Masters of Engineering. I mean, that's a big milestone. Speaking of milestones, that's a milestone that I never got to reach in terms of school and all that kind of stuff. And he has actually crowned it all with hard work and diligence. Inchika Asima, aka Man Like Cozy. That's his nickname that he gave himself. Inchika was born in April 16th, born during a very difficult time. Sierra Leone was literally just wrapping up after a mad civil war that ended up in the city. So he was kind of born within that kind of environment where things were just dead. Sierra Leone was in a very bad way. But that's life. He was born in a time of resilience, a time of also hope. And Chika is special to all of us, and more so to me because I was privileged to be in the system when he was born. In fact, I invented the way to carry him to stop him from crying, because babies and their milestones trying to learn sleep, they don't really have time. They don't sleep when we adults sleep. So he'll be up from he'll probably sleep during 8 o'clock, and then from 12 he's up, and everybody would take turns to carry him, me, my dad, his grandpa, mom, and her nanny, Miss Vic at the time. And it was tough, but it was a labor of love. And then one day when he was crying, everybody would carry him the normal way. You kind of cradle him with his back on your forearm. And then one day I just thought, let me flip him over. So I flipped him and his belly was on my forearm instead, and it was dangling like a little bungee. And as soon as I did that, literally instantly, he stopped crying. And everybody was like, and I even did a test, flipped him back, he cried, flipped him back, instantly he stopped crying. And since that day, we discovered the Chika carry, which was proudly done by his uncle Anis. And I think that was kind of a prophecy, a testament to the closeness that me and him would have. And 25 years later, he's now a big man. And over the years, you know, me and him have grown closer and closer, and I'm proud of it. You know, when somebody says, he's a good kid, Chika epitomizes that. And I'm just grateful to God because while his upbringing and the environment and the family he has around him are very robust, we still see situations like that when children still go haywire. We've seen pastors' kids and, you know, the most morally upright children from the most morally upright, disciplined homes end up just going off on a whim. But Chika, by God's grace, has been an exemplary human being. You know, of course, he's navigating. He's a young man. He makes his mistakes. He has his ups and downs. But I don't think you can ask for a better son or nephew than that. You know, so man like Cozy, I salute you. Kudos to his mom as well. His mom, my sister, Ada, is a resilient human being. She had to make tough choices to make sure that Chika stays afloat. But all in all, I just wanted to say congratulations to you, Chika. You've done well. And my advice to you is stay the course. You've reached this high milestone, and God is going to continue to bless you. Stay diligent. Since you were a kid, you know, your mom helped you to be responsible. You know, as a teenager, you managed your whole house. You knew how to manage your funds. And these are the beautiful things of learning processes. You know, you were taught to be kind, taught to be respectful. And I see that has stuck with you. And your calm spirit is a light. You've grown to be this amazing man. You are not even technically bigger than me. You know, I can't even lift the weights you're lifting. I'm so proud of you, Chika. I just want to say well done. Stay cool, stay cozy. And I pray that in this your new journey as you venture into life as a graduate and you're seeking jobs, that God would open doors for you and that you will walk into places and your swag, which is so infectious, and your light will shine. And if I had a son that was 25, I want them to be just like you. So well done. I love you. And I'm here. God give us life. We'll travel the world together. We would make history together, more and more history. And me and you would continue to be great friends. And I'll be the uncle that is like your older brother, which is a feather to my cap as well. People think me and him are brothers. Yeah, man. Look, we're here. We're here. All it will be well. Just stay strong and just continue doing what you're doing. Yeah, so, yep. That's it, really. In a nutshell, great times in Calgary, great family time. It was great seeing my sisters. Family is everything. Sometimes you go through these phases when, you know, you're so overwhelmed with life and the processes, and you forget the importance of family. Again, family in context of not a dysfunctional one, because some people's experiences of family is very dysfunctional and they can't really relate. But when the essence of family, like God designed it to be, is fulfilled, and there's love, there's forgiveness, there's support, there's oneness, it's a beautiful thing. And I am proud to say I have a great family and I experience that love too. Train. Came back refreshed and kind of ready to go. Yeah, so I just wanted to touch base with you guys and say it's good to see you. Sorry I left you guys a bit, but you know, life is life. I have to take care of me as well, you know, because if I can't take care of me, then I won't be here to give you guys the videos that I promised. So I needed that little focus, both for the client stuff I had to do, and also just to take some time out to support my nephew and to get some recess and bond with my sisters and family. Also, I got to see my cousin, Adrian. He was there. So I haven't seen Adrian for years, apart from, you know, WhatsApp groups. The last time I saw him as well was about 10 years, and it was really good. Good vibes. I look forward to hanging again with you, Adrian. You know, he's kind of just retired, so he's living his best life, taking flights, enjoying all those points. And you know, he's doing his retirement home in Freetown. That's the life, man. Good energy always, Adrian. It was really great to see you. Yeah, I got to cook some food. My sister was cooking all the time, but I also got to help out since I'm kind of the chef. I cooked my ewedu, which is crane crane, and it was amazing. You know, yeah, yeah, yeah. Food channel in the future when I retire loading. But yeah, it was really good. All in all, great time. I have no complaints. I feel grateful. God is good. I'm in a good place. And yeah, we keep it moving. I have a few things in line. I have a few contents that I need to catch up on. A whole lot of stuff. And by the way, this whole video was shot on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. What's your excuse? Go out there and be creative. And catch you on the next one. I love you. Peace.
Congratulations. Hi, Henry. Yeah, basically. Okay, you took it, yeah. Let's take one lovely shot.
This one.